Well, how is everyone doing? I hope everyone's well. I'm just setting things up over here real quick. Let's see here. All right. So, um, I'm here and gonna be doing some inking and drawing. If there's any draw requests that come in, I'll see about getting on those. In the meantime, let me see about. Okay. All right. So, not sure how many people I have on tonight, if any. I do just want to say thank you to some recent new subscribers that I've gotten on my YouTube channel and some new followers on my Twitter page. I haven't really been paying too much attention to the YouTube channel. I've just been super busy getting things squared away with the Chango campaign, which is we're like almost there. I posted a pic earlier on Twitter showing the actual perfect bound books minus the trim cuts on it. And so that's really exciting. That means that we're only days away from actually physically having the book on hand. And once that's done, looking forward to getting that out to all the backers of the book. It has been really exciting to have people be a part of this campaign, and I know that it has taken forever, and I just really apologize about that. Obviously not my intention. The writing and the art was done a while ago, but we had a hiccup along the way with one of the creators on the project, and unfortunately delayed things a bit. But that finally got rectified. We were able to get all the files once they were colored out to the letterer, and he did a fantastic job getting that part of the job done. And then we were going to hire a pre-press guy, but the funds were not quite there, so I had to do that myself, which I've done before, but it is a little time consuming, and you know, uh, yeah, I had to go back and forth on a few things, but it was pretty straightforward. Created a new cover design layout, which I think looks much sharper than the original that we had. Excuse me, that we had set up. And so I think overall the book is just, it looks good, at least what I have put together in the files. I'll know once I physically have the book in hand, but just based on what I've seen on the cover, it looks sharp. So I think that at least the backers are going to be receiving a book that looks good. So let's see. So like I said, that was today. Hold on a second. Let me. Okay. Anyway, Yeah. So the book does. I think it will look sharp. Um, so my camera here. All right. So once that's in, I'm hoping to have the books hopefully by Wednesday, Thursday of this week, and we'll start packing um, books this weekend and start mailing stuff out the following week. So books are going to get into people's hands. So I'm really super excited about that. Um, and let's see. So that's that. In the meantime, I've been working on a couple of different projects at the same time, and uh, just kind of experimenting with that. So the two projects that I have going, I think I've mentioned them on separate streams, is the Gods and Soldiers, which is the most recent stuff that you guys have probably seen me post on Twitter. And then the other thing is the Gin and Tonic book. So what I've been doing is I've just been working in 10-page batches. And the great thing about the writers that I've brought on to script, that I've gone over the story and we've plotted things together, and they scripted it out, is that one of these things where it just seems like they must have like had some foresight into what I was going to be doing in this period, um, and they wrote each of those scripts so that they could be done in 10-page batches. And so I did 10 pages of the Gin and Tonic, and once I got done with those, I put that aside. So that actually, and that 10 pages encapsulates like one scene before we move on to the next. And then same thing with Gods and Soldiers, which it's a remaster of the original book, which I have. Uh, So you can see it's high quality uh, production we have here, completely prepared. Anyway, so this is the first book that I had put out, Gods and Soldiers, and as you can see, it's it's a regular comic. Boy, I'm so tired. Um, 28 pages, I think it was. And I put this out in black and white. Okay. Um, and but what I decided that I wanted to do is I wanted to remaster it. There's some things within the art that of this book that I wanted to change, and I talked to the writer Mark Stanislawski on the project, and I said to him, hey, buddy, there's a couple things that I want to change up and that sort of thing, kind of like tighten up the story a little bit, flesh out a couple of things a little bit more, and we were able to kind of talk over a few things, and he came back with a much tighter script, um, adding some things, fixing some things. Hey, it looks like Trusty's sidekick is here. Trusty, there's a link, buddy. If you see it and you want to pop in, by all means, please. You're more than welcome to join me. The link is on the Twitter page, my Twitter page. So definitely go up and check that out. So I've been working on that, and over the last 2 weeks, and I've got. Is it 2 weeks? Maybe it's more like 3 weeks. All right, so in 3. So I've got right now 7 pages done. So I managed to ink the first page. Oh yeah, no worries, no worries. Hey, Lady Celtic Moon, how you doing? So I inked the first page traditionally, And then, you know, I just went to town here on the next few pages. So as you can see, there is a different look altogether. Okay. So it looks a little bit different. You know, I just really did some redesigns on the page and that sort of thing. Um, so this is coming along. I'm going to be starting page 8 next. And then that should take me into um, right into the part in the story where just before they end up in Tijuana. So yeah, so that's going to be a lot of fun. Um, and so I'm busy, you know, trying to put these comics out, trying to get them out there, and you know, seeing what happens. Looks like Lady Celtic and Trusty are catching up. Anyway, so yeah, so I guess tonight what I'm going to be doing is just going to be inking the book, do some digital inking on that, and uh, then I'll be, you know, if anyone wants to, you know, see a quick drawing done, I'll be more than happy to throw that together. And you know, we'll see what that's how that comes out. But yeah, if there's any questions for me, if anyone's got any questions about Chango or Gods and Soldiers or Gin and Tonic, you know, by all means, just you know, shoot them at me. I'll do my best to answer them as succinctly as possible, and get you guys some answers. Um, so I guess that's it. So right now, what I'll do is I'm gonna I'm gonna share my screen. So let me do a little screen share here. All right. So this right here is the double page spread from the Gin and Tonic comic. So let me just zoom that in a little bit. So this is the page that I'm going to be inking. I do plan on inking this page traditionally as well, only because if someone's interested in buying it, I want them to be able to get it. I'll show you the pencils for it. So these are the pencils for, I don't know how clear you can see that. But yeah, there's a lot of work that went into this page here. All right, so let me get back over here. And right now I'm currently working on a little panel, little inset panel right here. Get my glove on. Oh, thanks, Trusty. Hey, Jordan. Hey, Jordan, if you wanted to pop on in, buddy, there's a link on my Twitter page. And let me see, maybe I'll even see if I can add it here. Oh, no, that's not it. Let me... You go in here real quick, copy that. And this is the StreamYard link right here. There we go. So if you're interested, you know, you have a camera, pop on in, love to have you. Um, so yeah, going to be working now. If you have any questions on any of the things that I'm doing here, the process of inking and that sort of thing, by all means, let me know. It's all good, man. But yeah, if you have any questions on inking or my thought process of what I'm doing here with the inks, just shoot your questions in there, and I'll do my best to answer them. So this right here is Mike Zisk, and Mike is one of the main protagonists of Gods and Soldiers. And Mike's deal is that he's been dealing with PTSD from his time in Afghanistan, and so one of the main things that I wanted to do with this character is um, as a former Marine myself, I want to create Marine characters that, yeah, okay, so Trusty. Um, so let me see if you can see this. So there's two levels of paper. Um, so this right here is paper. It's good paper. It's really sound. It takes pencil really well and everything. But when you load it up with ink, this particular paper does kind of buckle a little. I don't know if you can see that. They have a thicker board that all their paper is great. This is great paper. I'm not saying anything about it. I'm like saying the only thing I'm trying to say is if I had realized that I was going to be throwing some heavy inks like that, I would have gone with their heavier board. But I don't know if you can see what they have is they have the outside ruler lines on it, but they don't have like the Strathmore on the inside has that 10 by 15. This doesn't. This is all set up to full bleed already. All right. But yes, the blue markings are all the way around. Uh, hey, just want to give a quick thanks to Jordan for he's saying loving your characters, uh, great form and expression. So thanks a lot for saying that, Jordan. Um, and So if I would definitely, Trusty, reach out to Brett. I've known Brett at least for a while, many years. I used to use his paper back in the day, and he's a really cool guy. I mean, I placed the order for that paper, and it was gonna take like a week. I got it like in 2 days. So it was like they have great customer service. They do a really good job um, with that. Um, So back to inking. So anyway, so these characters are they're dealing with real world problems. They're dealing with problems that are uh, not unique to Marines or to military personnel, but they are issues that impact a great many of our veterans. The suicide rate and the uh, mental trauma that that service members face is really severe and can cause issues with them. And it's unfortunate because years ago they used to call this PTSD used to be called shell shock. And obviously language being what it is. Uh, oh yeah, no worry, Trusty. Yeah, Randy Green, great guy, great artist. Uh, Actually, we're supposed to be doing a stream together sometime, but um, I'll keep you guys posted on that. I know that he did express interest in doing that. So maybe I'll try to get that going pretty soon. Um, and and so that being the case, I wanted to really have these these soldiers that are dealing with 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 these issues and problems. So we're gonna go on this journey with Mike as he works to overcome this the PTSD and that sort of thing. So the thing about Mike is that he's has a strong faith and and that sort of thing. But he's not really doing a good job dealing with his PTSD, unfortunately, and because of that, it's been causing some problems. And not only that, he's dealing with trying to kind of make it work as a civilian, seeing as how what he did in the military, which was blowing things up, doesn't really translate too well to civilian life. And so he's dealing with that fallout as well. So I'm really trying to make this book as real as possible. And so these heroes are gonna they're gonna be going through some stuff, and it's gonna be a lot of fun too, though. I mean, I got some crazy things going on in these books, and I think that it's going to be a lot of fun for the readers. This book is going to be one where it's going to take the characters to deal with Mayan gods, Aztec gods, and that sort of thing. So it's going to be pretty crazy, a lot of fun overall. Have to be very careful when you're inking, because especially digitally, because when you bring the board up, blow it up so huge, and you're working in, you almost put too much detail in that is going to be lost to a certain degree. So you have to constantly be checking your work. Well, looks like it'll show up okay right there. Oh yeah, hey Jordan, it does sound awesome. I had so much fun putting the story together, and I'm really looking forward to it. And as I can see, it looks like you got a little Aztec Mayan thing going on there. Is that something that you're interested in as a subject matter? Post a comment in there, my friend, and let me know. Oh yeah, hey Black Ember Art Studio, man, what's up? I hope you're doing well. Thank you for joining the stream. Uh, and just wanted you guys for you guys that are on the looking at watching the YouTube feed. Please share and like. Let people know. I don't know how long I'm going to be on. I'll be on for a little while at least. I'm inking. What else am I doing? And let's see. If we can get a few people in here. Like I said, I'm inking, but I'm also drawing, taking requests. If anyone wants me to draw something for them, I'll be more than happy to do it. Um, that's okay. So now here you go. It says that this is Jordan Sweet. He says he's Haida. I really hope I'm not saying that wrong, Jordan. But that's pretty awesome. Let me see what. Hey, what is up, man? Look who's here. So we got my boy, MG. So what's up, man? How you doing? Um, yeah, man, burgers, right? Burgers all day. MG loves the burgers. Um, yeah, man. So yeah, all is going good, man. Just busy, busy. Got a lot of stuff going on. I had taken some time off. I'm just coming back from 5 days off, and just kind of getting back into the swing of things. I had to get a little R&R and just kind of do a reset for my mind, and spend some time with the family and stuff like that with the kids. So it was a lot of fun. Um, but yeah, so hey, I definitely want to know about more about this Jordan. By the way, definitely, I am so interested. Let me see if I can find what in the world this Haida is. Haida. Oh man, that is great. Look at that. Just looking at this Wikipedia entry here. So yeah, that's Mighty Marcus. Yeah, hey, listen, totally agree on that. Everyone needs to reset. I'm telling you guys, there's this country of ours is absolute. Oh man, look at that. Hey, Marcus, you got to give me a couple burgers, buddy, but with bacon and cheddar, please. Um, so yeah, let's see what we got here, man. We got an actual Haida member here. So let's see. Haida. Or let me see how they say it. They say it Saida or like with an X sound. I don't know. I really don't want to butcher it. So please, my apologies on that. They are a nation and ethnic group native to or otherwise located in Haida Gwaii and archipelago located off the west coast of Canada and immediately south of Alaska, meaning coming out of concealment or sometimes island of the people, and the Haida language. The Haida language is an isolate language that has been spoken historically across Haida Gwaii and other islands on the Alaska Panhandle. Prior to the 19th century, Haida spoke a number of coastal First National languages such as Tlingit, Niziga, and Coast Sinchiam. I'm really butchering that, I'm sure. This resulted in a sudden decline in its usage throughout the 1900s. Haida language champions are working through multiple initiatives to revitalize the Haida language with Haida law, customs, and cultural identity. Wow, that's pretty awesome, man. So I guess it's a Canadian tribe, Indian tribe, I'm gonna say. Okay, so that is pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. Uh, oh man, love the burgers, love the bacon, and love the fire given to me by Marcus. Awesome. Yeah, hey Jordan, that is really great, man. That is really great. And I gotta show everybody what Marcus gave me. Look at that. Look at that burger with bacon. Now, just to give you full disclosure, Marcus, I'm on keto, so I'm doing that burger without the bun, at least for now. I have a cheat day coming up next week. I'm definitely going to indulge in a nice bacon cheeseburger, and I'll be thinking about you the whole time I'm doing it. Oh, that's great, Jordan, man. Look at this. He does traditional art for. Look at that. Guys, are you seeing this little avatar that he has in there? I mean, that is really beautiful. Man, I love that. Man. So, hey Jordan, so how would you say El Guapo in Haida? How would that go? Huh? How do Shida? How would you say El Guapo in Shida language? How would you do that? You know? How would you say that? And man, I see a love of burgers popping off here big time. Yeah. So what is the translation for El Guapo? So El Guapo means it means the handsome one, but it's more than that. It's like it's more of a person that is a guapo is they're cool, they're suave, they love people, they're friendly, um, their men love them, women love them, people love them because they want, and at least the philosophy that I have of El Guapo has to do with just making things beautiful, man. In the way that I treat people, I want to be beautiful towards them. In the things that I create, I want to create beauty. Tell stories. I want to tell positive stories. So that's kind of like what that whole essence of El Guapo means. But just straight translation is it means the handsome one or the beautiful one, I guess. But it's like I said, it's more than that. Um, yeah, man. All right, let me get back up in here real quick. Let me blow this up a little bit. So, do you guys get what I mean about being careful? Look how big I got this blown up here. Oh, Kida. Oh, okay. So let me see. Shara, Haida, Hida. Nice. Oh man, I'm gonna look that up. All right, y'all. Here's the translation. You see that? That's what El Guapo means in Shida. Shida. Yeah, man. Yeah, Shada, Haida, Hida. Something like that. I don't know. I know I'm butchering it. Please forgive me. Man, that is awesome, dude. Look at that. Look at that, man. That's pretty awesome, Jordan. Jordan's laughing because he knows I'm butchering his language. I'm so sorry. Oh man, sorry, man. I try. I used to really be into languages, being able to. I'm just fascinated by that sort of thing, and was actually pretty good at picking up languages. I've always had kind of like a knack for it, but it's one of those things where uh, I never really like stayed on it, long enough to actually fully pick up, uh, languages like that. Uh, but man, that is something that I'm interested in. Um, I saw this. There's this guy. Man, I wish I could remember. He's this black guy on YouTube, and this guy's he, he is amazing. He's a what do they call that? A poly uh poly something linguist poly. I don't know what it is, but the guy he speaks like all these languages. It's really awesome. Yes, Jordan knows who I'm talking about. Polyglot. Yes, he's a polyglot. That guy is amazing. Like you look at the guy, I've seen him go into like these different Chinese, French. The guy speaks Arabic. He could speak Mandarin and Cantonese. That's the one that throws people off because Mandarin is like more of a global Chinese language, but Cantonese, that's the language that these Chinese people just throws. When he starts to speak Cantonese, which is hard, it really blows them away. It's crazy. Um, and I just love to see how these people get surprised because it just El Guapo. Okay, El Guapo, Ilhanas. All right, I'm good with that. Okay, so I think this is the actual El Guapo. Is that two L's? I'm gonna say it's an I and an L. Il Ilhanas Ilhanas something. Oh, Jordan says I'm close. See, it's something like that. Is it IL, Jordan? Is it IL? Hanas, two L's. Lanas. I don't know how to say it. Like two L's in Spanish is yeah. So we say Hanas. We wouldn't even pronounce. Oh, shut up. Did I really? He says I got it right. Oh man, that's great. All right, look at that. I learned a little bit of Haida tonight. At least I can say my El Guapo. If I ever get lost up there off the coast of Canada, just above Alaska, and um, someone needs to know about me, I can at least tell them that it's Yahanas. Okay, so awesome. Oh man. So yeah. All right. Let me get back to inking this page here. So I think on this one here, it's pretty much done. Okay. Need to add a little bit more here. Hey, Marcus, I got to know how to, because, El Guapo is going to go international, obviously. So, I got to be able to, you know, speak to all nations. You know what I'm saying, buddy? Add some more. Let me add some sign to this eye here. Let's see. Oh, well, yes. One must always be on their A game, right? Why bother otherwise? All right, so switch to white ink here. And so you see what I'm doing here? It's very subtle and you almost don't even know, but when drawing the pupil here, it actually, the pupil sits right on, let me see. So this is the pupil and the iris is right around it. This is the eyeball. And then the pupil sits on it and it actually has form and dimension to it. So it comes off the eyeball a little bit. And then this part around it here is the iris. So let me fiddle a little bit, not too much, just enough. Yes, I see what you're doing. All right, so let's call that panel done. And let's go ahead, let's shoot over to another part here. So let's do something fun. This little creepy guy here looks kind of fun. You got to do the cooking by the book. Yes, you do. I'm wondering when Marcus is going to put out his book on hamburgers. And I'm thinking it should probably be, so Marcus, listen up here. I got your next Indiegogo project or whatever, or your first, I don't know. So it needs to be a comic or and maybe manga style, and it needs to be about burgers. And I would say that it is probably something. You know what? I'm about to come up with an idea. All right, so you better make this happen, Marcus. I'm telling you. You hear me? So here's the idea. The story is going to be about this kid who grew up fascinated with hamburgers. Uh, and let's say that he lives in a time period where, um, okay, he lives in a time period where hamburgers are outlawed because people say that maybe the government says that they're bad for you. They're too many calories, too much fat, whatever. And so the making of burgers and cooking of burgers is becomes like a lost art. And this kid discovers a a menu from, say, like a, I don't know, what's a good burger joint. What's that one in California? I forget what the heck it is, but anyway, you understand what I'm saying. So he finds like an old menu, and you don't have to name it that. You can name it whatever. And there's the on the menu, there's all these different kind of burger names, but they what they did is they included some of the ingredients. So the kid is figuring out how to make all these burgers, and he's practicing, and um, he becomes really good at making burgers. And then what happens is starts becoming a big name because he starts making burgers in this underground restaurant. So say, so let me see, he found out when he was young. So now he's like a teen, and he's running like a little side gig, and it's making burgers. And so they're like contraband burgers, and people are coming from all over the place to get these burgers. And um, there's becomes a black market that is starts with these burgers. Now, this kid is the only one that's got all the recipes to all these different burgers, and only he knows how to make them. And so he maybe gets people are coming after him, and he's got like customers of his that have been buying his burgers, and they find out that uh, these and so they find out that these criminals are after him, and they want to take his burger recipes. Uh, but so they band together, and like each of them has like a skill set or something. Maybe they're like fighters or whatever. Maybe they might even have some kind of like powers or whatever. But you know what I'm saying. So they band together to protect him. So like that's where like the story evolves around that, and the premise is around burgers. So that's it right there. So write the story, get yourself an artist. It's all about burgers. You should be able to do this. Uh, and I think it would be awesome if you did it like in a manga style. No, don't do that. No. Trusty said the burgers are made with people. No. Oh man. That is so twisted. Oh my gosh. Oh man. Hey, there's a kernel of an idea there, okay? And I'm telling you, someone needs to run with that. That would be awesome. All right, let me work on this little vignette right here. This little character right here. You guys. I had no idea. You look at this one. Jonah says sold out of Texas by Leatherface. But the kid doesn't know. Well, that could come down the road for real. The forbidden fruit. Oh man, you guys are ridiculous. Someone's got to write that story though. Somebody's got to do that, man. If not, I'll freaking write that thing myself and produce it. But trust me, I'm telling you, man, I'm giving it to you, bro. The Burgermeister. So this one here, I'm going to deal with the lines a little bit more gingerly here. A little bit more delicate. It's not as close up as this image down here. And you know, I got these other figures in the foreground that I need to put thicker lines and stuff on. But so we'll just call this like a middle ground. And you know, he's got this one figure standing up here. Trusty said, Marcus is saying, Trusty, run with the idea. He'll make the videos. Oh, man. All right, so guys, hey, listen, don't forget to like and share the stream tonight. And also, if you haven't subscribed to the El Guapo Comics channel, then what are you waiting for? Make sure to take care of that. Oh my gosh, that is so close. Was Chrissy Teigen in that? Was Chrissy Teigen in that book there, Trusty? I hear she's into eating human meat, apparently. Or she said that she would at least try it. I don't know. Something nuts like that. And she seemed like dead serious about it, too. Yeah, I don't know, man. She's got a little bit of a rant recently with stuff. All right, so let me just. Ooh, man, for real. Super freaky. Yeah, man. I mean, I saw somewhere some of these posts that she had put up. They were a little questionable, if I'm being completely honest. Wasn't sure what the heck was up with that. Oh man, do you guys remember that awesome funk live stream that I did a few months back, man? That got taken down like super quick. It was awesome though, man. Probably one of the best streams ever. It was all about funk music, and you guys were all bringing your flavor to it. It was great. Hey, Reggie Blanc was in the house. What's up, Reggie? Hey, Reggie, did you see the link? I don't know if you wanted to come on. I don't know if you're drawing and that sort of thing, but you know, by all means, I definitely put it there. Now Reggie is from the Discord uh, group for Page One Comics. So that's what he's about there. So right now I'm just blocking in these areas here. Well, no worries, man. No worries, Reggie, man. Next time. Right now I'm just oh, thanks, man. Yeah, just throwing some inks down right now on this, and seeing what comes of it, right? Yeah, so we've been having Reggie, we've been having some fun, and I came up with a great idea for the next great comic, but I think it works better as a manga style comic, to be honest with you. So I don't do manga. I do enjoy it. Okay, as you can see. All right, I got my show. Get in touch with your what is it? With your inner hollow from Bleach, uh, Ichigo, and so I do enjoy it. I've actually just recently really gotten into it. So between Bleach and My Hero Academia, I've been trying to hold it down uh, with those two shows. Uh, there's so many to get into though, so I mean I don't even know where to begin. But I'm starting with those two, and so far I do enjoy it, and I watch it with my son and my daughter. My daughter was really into that first before me, and so she's been kind of like helped me understand it more. Yes, Bleach is great, Jordan. Agreed. Ichigo Kurosaki. Yeah, I really like that character. Um, right now, I'm in some kind of weird episodes right now. It's like don't really like it's that storyline where what the heck do they call those things? The vampire type characters starts with a B. Um, kind of rated R. Yeah, yeah, yeah. AOT. What is AOT the name of it, or is that just the abbreviation of that? Oh wait, I think you're saying Attack on Titan. That's what that is. Okay, yeah, okay. I definitely want to check that out. There's a few other ones that I've been hearing about. I know there's a new one that came out not that long ago that all the kids in Japan are really into, Dr. Stone. And so that is one that I want to look into, uh, find out a little bit more about that one. Um, so you can see here what I don't know if you're looking at me putting these lines on. So if you what I've done here on these outside edges is I'm kind of treating them a little bit lighter here. And then as I'm laying down my lines here, going around the curves, going down to the dark, I'm going thick to thin there a little bit more. Like on this here, I'll adjust my pen pressure. You know, I would do the same thing with a crow quill or a brush as well. Is adjust the pressure to get me different thick to thin lines. Um, and so when I ink, so you have people that will that are uh, they they pull and drag where they start thick and then they just pull, okay, and then they get their thin, or they'll go out from the black area here and then they'll come up that way. So they'll push the line out, all right, like that. Um, I kind of do a mix of both, but with this particular, these lines going into these darker areas, they have like a jaggedness to them. And so with that, let me save this before I lose it. I'm going to kind of like control the line because I wanted to have kind of like an uneasy, ununiform look to it. So the reason for that is because this whole thing is like a nightmare. So none of it is really precise. Um, these images that Mike is seeing, and so I'll try to keep it as light and wispy as possible. Um, so as you can see here, I'm kind of going into the black. And then I'll add these little like marks to kind of break up, give the impression that I'm breaking up the line a little bit, and adds a little bit of texture to the image that I'm inking here. turn the angle a little bit here, and I'm going to come back into it from a different angle. And then I'll turn it this way, and then I'll come at this angle. And just drop that. So you see that? See how that pattern, that cross hatch, just by turning it, adds a little bit of shaping of the form. Pull that back up again. So now I'm looking at this at about the size that it would be on a comic page, and I can see that it's going to read okay. So I'm pretty happy with that. You know, when you work in digital, you got to constantly be checking back and forth, or you're gonna, you know, you'll get into some trouble, especially if you're not paying attention to that. I'm gonna go back in there again. So what I'll probably do is I'll probably just finish inking this guy here, this 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 demon entity here, this nightmare creature, and then I'll call it a stream. Yeah, thanks, Reggie. Let me see if I can. So the whole thing, let me see if I can just reduce this down a little bit more. So it's a nightmare sequence. So the main character, Mike Zisk, which is this guy here. So he's got PTSD, and he's you know, he's just kind of like reliving these things in his mind, and you know, he's seeing things in a nightmare way, and he has all these crazy dreams and that sort of thing. So this is what he's seeing in his nightmares. You know, the death, the destruction, weapons, you know, the children, the dead bodies, you know, the perceived enemy, and these sort of things. And so that's what I'm trying to kind of relay on this page, all the jumbledness going on in his brain. And then he snaps out of it. And this is the next panel here. I actually inked that, so maybe I can pull that up. Where is it? Page 4. Yeah, so this is the image. So right in this here, he's all right, Trusty man. You have a good night, and thanks for popping in. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for being a part of the conversation. Greatly appreciate it. Next time I'll maybe try to announce it a little bit with a little bit more time, so that give people a chance to decide whether they want to be in or not. But anyway, have a good night, Trusty. You take care. So yeah, this is in this image that I have up here. He's just kind of like woken up from his nightmare, and he's in his apartment. He's got cold sweats going on here, and he's got this terror on his face, and he's just dealing with a lot of stuff here. Hands out reach, trying to hold on to something. He's looking back and just kind of reflecting on what's going on, and trying to get back to sleep. And just kind of having a rough go of it. PTSD is not easy to deal with. But we'll see how the story evolves. I mean, I don't want it to seem that that Mike is completely helpless. He can't function. He can function, but it's a reality. So what's everyone else working on here? I mean, what is Reggie working on? What is Jordan doing? Yeah, thanks a lot, man. Appreciate that. So let me see. Jordan put a comment up here. You know what, Jordan? I actually had something like that in the original, and I decided against going with that only because in the new double page spread that leads to that, I kind of am focused a little bit on his eyes. So I don't know if you can see this here. So this is the original layout for that page. So he's asleep, and then he kind of like snaps out of it, and then he sits up, and that sort of thing. The first two pages, the first two panels on the page, I thought were okay, but they didn't have the same impact as this, where he's suddenly sitting up in bed and he's got this cold sweats on him. He's reaching out. You know, he's a little bit more animated. So it's like there's a physical reaction that he's having to it. And then in the quiet beats, as you see on, I don't know if you can see it on, where here, here. Okay, so these quiet beats here are taken care of in these lower uh, two panels. Uh, and so, you know, it's like close up. And then you go to a medium uh, shot, okay? And then, you know, back to more or less a close up. Um, and you know, that's just kind of like decision I made with that. And you know, story wise, this I think this works a little bit better. It has a little bit more impact than just having two stacked panels with a side profile, eyes closed and eyes open. um, I think it tells the story a little bit better. But you know, then again, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe the other way was better, but I don't know. As an artist, I'm always trying, and especially as a storyteller of comics, I always want to be able to, you know, come up with a different way of conveying things. You know. Yeah. Thanks, Jordan. Appreciate that. Oh yeah. Okay. Sweet. Hey, gosh, I see so many nice pieces going on. Did you do the Trago Reggie where he's like got one knee up and he's kind of like looking off to the side or something like that? I don't know. Is that your piece or was that someone else's piece? Let's fill a couple of spots here. Carve this out here real quick. Fill that in. So, Reggie, is Mark writing the stories or putting the ideas together, or is that something that you're doing, or is that something you guys are collaborating on together? So with Gods and Soldiers, the remastered edition, I am going to be, this is going to be in color. Um, and I do plan on putting it out uh, as a single issues and then collecting the trade. So right now, I'm working on uh, issue one art, and then I'm gonna crowdfund it. Um, don't like that. Oh yeah, that's cool. That's cool, Reggie. So going to be looking for colorists, and hopefully someone that can handle this stuff pretty good. Oh, okay. So it's the only the upper body of trade. Okay, I'll have to go into your previous post and check that out. All right, let me go with thicker brush here so I can get these lines. So as you can see here, I'm putting this design on this fabric here. So one of the things that when you're doing stuff like that, patterns, like a lot of times what I'll see an artist, um, they'll put like for instance this kind of pattern down, and they'll just keep everything straight, right? Which is okay and it could work, but I think it works if your style has a little bit more of a graphic flavor to it. When you're doing working in something like this kind of style, where you're concentrating on form and stuff like that, and you're putting in all this um, work in the inking and the texturing, rendering, that sort of thing, you want to do the patterns, the designs in such a way that follows like the it follows the it follows the form of the object that you're working on. If you can see what I mean. Just going in here and making sure I have the right contours so that these figures, so that the form stays together well. All right, so if I take off the blue line, okay, I dig that. All right, I guess I'm pretty satisfied with that. One thing I would do is maybe go in here a little bit. Fill that line in a little bit more. All right. So that's all she wrote on that one here. I'm going to end the stream right now. It's been what is that, about an hour and a half or so. I want to thank everyone that came on today. I want to thank Jordan Seward um, and Reggie Blanco. Big shout out to Trusty. Big shout out to Marcus and his burgers. Um, Shout out to Lady Celtic, who joined us for a minute. And shout out to Black Amber Art Studio. Um, and just a shout out to everyone that participated. And you know, if you didn't join in live on the stream, that's fine. It's all good. I'm appreciative of everything anyway. But we had some good conversation. Hopefully, you know, you got to see a little bit of the process, inking and that sort of thing. You know, how I do it and why I do it and the reason behind it. And then hopefully you got to learn a little bit more about me and about the projects that I have coming out. So tonight I was working on Gods and Soldiers, which is going to be hopefully get that done and out there, issue 1 this year. So it's going to be exciting. I got also Gin and Tonic that I'm working on, and hopefully I'll have that, if not this year, for sure next year complete. And then lastly, I just want to let everyone know about the Chango comic that's coming out. And let me see, I just want to give a quick shout out to some people that are saying good night. So yeah, Jordan's saying time flies. It sure does, buddy. Hour and a half, just bam, just like that. And I'm getting a big shout out from Marcus and his wonderful burgers. Mine with cheddar and bacon, please. And Reggie Blanco saying nice stream. Graphic novel, Caesar and everyone else. All right, good night. That means good night, Caesar and everyone else. And Reggie's on saying go check out his picture on the Discord. If you're not familiar with Discord, it's a great community where you can go on there, chat, say things, kind of communicate with other people. Page One Comics has that available, so definitely check it out. I got Jordan saying that he learned a bit on the process, and he's learning how to ink himself. That's awesome. And thank you, Reggie, for that. And of course, Marcus is giving me my bacon cheeseburger with cheddar, flame broiled, apparently. So we're good with that. That's awesome. Once again, thanks everyone. Thank you for joining in. Thank you for talking comics with me, talking anime, manga, whatever, and just joining me as I ink tonight. So appreciative of that, and we'll definitely catch up soon. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so. El Guapo Comics on YouTube. You can find me at the Cesar Feliciano on Twitter and on Instagram at the Artist Cesar Feliciano, also on Facebook by the same name, the Artist Cesar Feliciano. So please check it out there. sign up. Make sure you share and like this video so that other people can see it. And yeah, all right. Good night, everybody. Peace out.